Wholesale real estate update number 20. This is the 20th week of doing this. I think we finally got something that's going to make it to the closing table. We are under contract. We are assigned to an end buyer, and now we are waiting for title, and then we should be clear to close. So it's taken me 20 weeks. I don't know how long it's taking everyone else on their journey, but from starting out, this is like 140-ish days in, 20 weeks of really putting in the work and effort and energy into this, and we're finally getting to a closed and funded. What's cool about this is proof of concepts getting underway. The use of the JV Dispo portal is being utilized, and this one pretty sure is going to make it. So I'm excited for this. This is my first one. Probably not closing till August. Maybe we can do it sooner than that, but it's been a little bit of a doozy on getting to this point. So I'm excited for this, and I think that this is going to be the springboard to many other opportunities coming my way. So we are, heading to data. We've gotten a lot of leads. The skills are increasing tremendously over and over and over again. And I think that's just a testament to being inside of Titanium University and the feedback I'm constantly getting, the reps that I'm putting in myself, and just the feedback from the coaches and the feedback from other students and the role playing and all these other little nuance of things. So super excited, ready for more and more deals to come through. I have a board over here that's showing that I have things that are under contract or waiting to be signed, or opportunities that are presenting themselves. So even this week, I sent out 3 contracts. 2 of them are still not signed, but there's open communication about potentially of when it can get signed and what that will look like. Those are transparent wholesale aspect too. So I let them know that I'm not the end buyer. I'm looking for the buyer for them. Another one, super motivated seller. That was my call this week that I actually posted. Wanted to see if I could help her out. She figured out a solution. So that one is basically not going to be anything with me, which is completely fine. Her situation, it seems like it's getting handled. So out of those 3 contracts, 2 of them are potential things that are still in the books. I have a handful of other ones. I would say 2 other ones that are still, we're going back and forth. I've been going back and forth with this dude for about 3 months now. So I do believe that if he's going to go with an investor, I'm going to be the first call that he makes. But it's the brother situation where we're not quite sure if, he wants to sell it, but one of the other brothers is not on board. So we'll see what happens with that one. I'm still thinking that that one's actually going to be a deal and that I will eventually get it. I just have to keep working it. Data wise, I kind of accumulated some of the data that I've put together over the last couple of months. So I've gotten 447 leads that have entered my system. Now that's not all PPL. Some of it's property leads, some of it's iSpeed to lead. Some of it is shared leads from other wholesalers like Danny Force. He'll give out some leads for us to call. And, some of those are Facebook, and then some of those are potentially like the free leads that we got at the beginning of joining TU, which was like 60 of them. So out of those 447, I've sent out 20 contracts. Out of those 20 contracts that I've sent out, 8 of them have actually been signed. Out of those 8 that have been signed, 7 have been terminated. And this is the one that we're actually getting to the point where it seems like it's going to close. So I think my KPIs are on par with what things should look like. I think that I could potentially turn up my lead flow now because the skill set's getting a little bit better. I'm feeling more comfortable at taking a shot at things and actually trying to close them. But those are my numbers. Maybe they're good, maybe they're not. I'm not sure. I'd love to hear it from you. RJ and Nick told me that sounds pretty sound. There's some bottlenecks that I can clearly see all out of those terminations. Like, why are they getting terminated? And, for me, I think one of the biggest things is I'm not able to get them to come down to reality on price. I'm locking things up too high. So I would say that it's probably the comping underwriting issue of not getting it inside of the web that we say here in TU, just not getting things in the web where it really needs to be. Other than that, this week has been a little bit shorter. We did some family things last little bit for summer vacation. So I didn't get to call as much as I wanted to, even though I did still send out 3 contracts. I did have another conversation with someone over the last 2 days, even while being on this little staycation, we called it. One of them is actually an Oregon lead that I immediately called Garen Castle because he's the Oregon guy and he's actually had conversations with her before. So crappy situation for her. I think it just needs to be lower and she's not willing to take that. It doesn't solve what she's trying to accomplish, but I'm not sure exactly there is something to accomplish. Another lead was like right here in my area in Augusta. It's on 7th Street. It's an inherited property. I bought it on iSpeed to lead late at night because there was a 90% coupon. And, good spot. Things are moving for sure. I mean, I could easily find the developers in the area, and there's a couple of flippers that are definitely doing some flips downtown. I just don't think that their price is going to be accurate. So I might actually go walk that property instead of just having the normal TU, virtual wholesale aspect. So we'll see what happens on that one. Not quite sure. The only other thing that, tickled my fancy this week, so to say, is operationally is potentially looking at doing something different with my CRM. So instead of continuing to use Resimpli, where I'm spending quite a bit of money a month, I'm looking at potentially going a different route, specifically Jay Martin. I know he has his own CRM. I trust Jay. Jay's helped me within my processes, within my sales process, and just getting better on the phone every once in a while too. So I trust Jay, and I know a couple other people that are using his CRM as well. Biggest thing for me with the CRM is I don't want to spend the money that I'm spending with Resimpli, that we could use something else and do the exact same thing. So if I could save a couple $100 within that, it might be worth it. But good week. I mean, we are at the point where I think something's going to actually close. Now the goal is just to continuously lock up contracts and that are within the web and that are able to move to an end buyer. I might turn on another lead source coming up here soon. I want to try out Red Panda. I've had some conversations with that based off of the way that they do their leads. I think that might be something I'd be interested in doing. And other than that, besides the CRM, same as status quo, just calling sellers and trying to lock up contracts, and we're going to get some more closed and funded. So remember, stay happy, hungry, and humble, and I'll see you next time.